Good afternoon, evening, and morning for whatever location you are. Why? Why?
That's worse than an Eric thumbnail.
Oh, come on, what? Come on, what are you talking about? Look at this. This is like one of those Dateline NBC him being interviewed about the murder that happened in his former relationship. I'm just saying, it's connected. It's all connected.
That is a strike.
For Bo Dallas to take up the whole screen instead of having, like, you could have put JD in there, man. He's also a tag team champion too.
I couldn't put JD's head. It's too big.
Too.
His head is too big.
It's called the tag team championships. Tag team.
Yeah, I would care about that whenever Vince McMahon or Triple H care about the tag team championships. Hell, I will care about that when AEW decides to rebuild their tag team division. I will do that when tag team wrestling actually matters in the 21st century. It has not. But for the most part. It has. There's been spurts of it, but I'm just saying, it has not. But welcome everybody to ETE. I'm the one with the first strike of the show, marking the grand finale, and I know I'm not going to be the one with the last one. And I'm joined by not one, not two, but three faces of Jemal. And on top of that, we are joined by not only just a man, but ambiguously charismatic enigma.
Word from that. You left out one word from that.
I know, I couldn't remember the other one.
The racially ambiguous, charismatic enigma.
Yeah, racially.
Manny! Hey!
Hey. How are you guys doing today? You can answer at the same time just for chaos purposes.
Oh, we're going with decorum. I see.
Respect. Well, anyway, we got a lot to. Oh, you gonna answer?
Yeah, it's hot, man. It's hot. Look at the shine on this head. It's hot, glistening.
All right, Manny. If I were to guess right now, you are at 77 degrees.
It's 28 degrees Celsius. Whatever that is.
We don't do that. I'm right. I'm just gonna say I'm right. Jemal, let me guess you.
82.
All right, you're 82. Jemal, I'm gonna say you're at 87.
Nah, I'm at a cool 84 right now.
Ooh, a cool 84. I am currently at California 74, where it is blazing hot, and you guys need to feel the disrespect. So let's talk about Monday Night Raw very briefly, and we're just gonna touch on the two major stories of the show. And number one, the Liv Morgan invasion of the Judgment Day as she usurps leadership and takes over that as similar as she took over the Bullet Club all those years back. I will go to you, Manny. What do you want to be the end game now that Judgment Day has all the major titles with Liv being an ally?
I want Judgment Day to have all the titles. I will even want Dom to have the Intercontinental title at this rate, and then watch Priest lose his World Heavyweight title, and then you see Liv, and he has to leave the Judgment Day because of that stipulation they made. and then Rhea Ripley and him have to claim back the Judgment Day. They come back and have to claim back the Judgment Day because they call themselves what? The Terror Twins?
Yeah. The Terror Twins.
So why not have that dynamic happen? Because Finn has sold his soul to Liv Morgan already, and we know it.
Yes.
Tom was bought out by a plate of nuggies.
I am changing his name from Finn Balor to Sin Balor right away because that man was sitting in that locker room after Liv Morgan came out eating chicken nuggets. You know some stuff done happened. Jemal, what would you like to see come up from this invasion of Liv Morgan, who's playing the game as if she's in Game of Thrones and she will be on the Iron Throne by the end of the season?
So, Liv is gonna eventually be not only just take over the Judgment Day, but be like what Rhea Ripley was trying to be, and that's the de facto leader of the Judgment Day. And even though Rhea Ripley technically was the de facto leader of the Judgment Day, it wasn't really like said. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're equals here." Nah, Liv is gonna take over, and then be the motherfucker of the Judgment Day. That's what I see happening.
They will be now known as the Pussy Whoop Judgment Day because it looks like they all are running circles because they all are in love. That's what's going to cause a civil war. It's like Dom was like, no, she was mine. She's calling me daddy. And Finn is like, well, she thinks of me as the demon. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. It's all going
What if
down.
she brought back the demon? What if she's the one that brings back the demon?
She's the demon.
She's the demon. She's real bringing out the Buffalo Soldier inside Finn. And it's gonna be ready to come back.
That's
I think not only I am compelled by this storyline, and Manny, you touched on it a little bit about the stipulation, which I'm gonna call a stupidlation by Damian Priest for agreeing to such terms. At that moment, he lost all membership of Judgment Day. He is going to lose to Seth by head of Judgment Day. Not Liv, but by Finn himself. Finn had that look at the end of the segment when Damian was like, I thought you left, and he came back. First of all, Finn, he saw the title in there. Why would he leave the title for the night?
Because he's a bad champion. Who needs their own title just lying around like that? Damien is already a bad champion. And then let's skip ahead a little bit in that opening after the little gentleman's agreement they had, Marcus.
Yes.
A certain King General walked out, and he looked like the real champion right there and then.
Yeah. He has that Will Ospreay stake on him that he's about to win the title.
The thing with Gunther is like he doesn't even need the championship to be a champion. Like he's already like you just give him the world title already at this point. But like the thing with Damian Priest is just like why would you do like you're trying to build a legacy and stuff like that. First of all, you go after Seth Rollins, a person that you wanted to cash in on or whatever not. But you know you don't even have stake to claim of actually defending your belt. All of your title defenses, somebody had to help your stupid ass.
It is.
You
And then
couldn't
he
beat
acts like
Jey
he's
Uso by yourself. You couldn't beat fucking Drew McIntyre by yourself. Like you, until you beat somebody by yourself, I don't want to hear it.
And he goes out to the ring and he talks like he's been a fighting champion, just doing it fair. And his line of "I had a little help, but I didn't know it was coming." I think it was later in the show with Seth, and the crowd just immediately boo. You lying piece of shit! You're in a gang. You know what's coming out. You piece of shit. You're ordering attacks on Braun Strowman. Who? You know what? You can just let alone. Honestly, you just leave his ass alone. You don't have to actually order these attacks each time that man comes out. You can just let that go. And this is why he needs to lose his championship to Seth. Although this stipulation is going on, I'm going to play devil's advocate, and somehow he beats Seth Rollins. I'm going to say he does.
Yeah,
even though I don't want it.
He's got to be the one. Seth Rollins is not gonna win the title just to lose to Gunther. No.
I know that's where I'm at. That's the only thing holding me back. Seth isn't going to regain that title to lose to Gunther. Although if
he'll be in the
Seth
picture.
were to beat somebody, I mean if Gunther, because there are little screws to be turned, man. He's tightening all the screws here. If I were to see a match at SummerSlam, I would rather see Seth and Gunther though than Priest and Gunther. But I understand the route they're going here. But the better story to me is Priest being excommunicated on Judgment Day because Liv Morgan and Finn and Dominic was like, you know what? We kind of like this over here. We kind of like this Liv rule stuff.
But then we also left out the in-ring segment between Selena Vega and Liv Morgan. And I just felt like Selena Vega was doing the most. She was doing the most and trying to get over.
She threw out some daggers out there. First, she was talking about you go after Don Sloppy Seconds, which got a she was talking about, oh, you're chasing Dirty D, which was borderline disgusting. I mean, I thought Selena Vega was delivering her best mic work, but I was looking at her going, do you see the all-powerful Liv Morgan right here?
When she was out there, I was like, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what those two have to say. You
clearly
shut
she's
up.
from Queens. Clearly she's from Queens, dog. Because only Queens chicks have that type of confidence without backing nothing up. I'm sorry.
She ain't won nothing. Yeah, she ain't won nothing. She ain't did nothing. Why did she even think she could walk out there and be like, I deserve a title shot? Says who? You know who deserves a title shot? Everybody else on that roster.
Everybody else.
No.
Everyone else has got at least a win. Natty has had more wins than Zelina Vega on that roster. Shayna has had more wins. Zoe Stark, who has lost every time I've seen her. I think she has
I
more
haven't
losses than
seen
Idris
Shayna win in
Enofe.
months. What are you talking about?
I seen her in Bloodsport. Those Bloodsport matches are now counting.
One Bloodsport match. Bloodsport matches. She had one.
Yeah, she has one coming up. She has another one coming up. She's probably gonna win that one too. I'm just saying. I'm giving Shayna street cred on her title shots, but the rest, everybody else is nah. And
Ever since Rhea Ripley left, the women's division on Raw has been in shambles. They're trying to build it back up. Hopefully, the eventual winner of the Money in the Bank, is going to be a Raw superstar. Hopefully, so that way that person could get the momentum and the rub of winning the belt off of Liv or whoever.
you're not gonna cash in on Liv. You're not gonna cash in on Liv. She has a gang now. She has armor. You have to go through Finn Balor and Carlito before you get to her. Carlito doesn't look like a person that isn't afraid to give a woman a backstabber right before they cash in their Money in the Bank too.
Look, that's not cool. That's not cool.
That is cool.
By the way, the main event of that tag match, what the hell is the referee doing? He deserves to be fired. There was 500 people out there. You could throw at least one of them motherfuckers out. I'm just saying. They were all doing something. Everybody. If Braun Strowman never came out there, would have been no kind of justice whatsoever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like he tried to run out there, but I feel like that was a gentle stroll when he got out there.
He got a cramp in his leg.
Walking through water.
He caught a whole cramp in his leg, my boy.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough ride. Oh, with that being said, let's move on to our next topic of champions. We brought up Damian Priest.
Well, Marcus, before you
I mean Bo. Sorry.
Before you do that, we currently have new merch.
Oh yes.
Did you know that?
You know what? I heard
know.
it somewhere. I heard it through the grapevine.
Storefront had died, so we found a new place, and it's thesharpshooters.creator-spring.com. Enter promo code STAYSHARP in all capitals for 10% off your order for the next 2 weeks.
Ooh, Manny, where you can get all your t-shirt and sharpshooter merchandise available. Good job, Manny. Good job.
Buy the Lord Manny Hayes shirt because I find the other shirts obnoxious.
I find yours ambiguous. I don't know what color it is, and I don't know where's its origin. And it can be made from anywhere. I don't know if that's cotton or polyester. I cannot tell.
It's made from.
Well, we know where my paycheck is going in.
No. It's not supposed to work that way, Jemal. It's supposed to be them giving us money. Not us giving them money.
We can't get making no money on these shirts. What are you talking about? We have to charging them $50 to actually make a profit on these.
Yeah, Jemal, we're going to charge you $150.
People.
Well, the thing about it is that anytime that I go to local events out here, I put our merch on so that way people know to go peep us out. So, yeah. I will be attending LPW on Saturday, which is NXT's version. It's the NXT of House of Glory, so that's where I'm going on Saturday. So, yeah, be rocking our merch. I wish I had the new one.
It will be. You will have it. We all will have it.
And there's new colors. There's a Hulk Hogan inspired Sharpshooter logo shirt.
I like to call that the racially inciting color.
Yeah. That's the when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. That one.
You gotta be a man. Don't have to hide, man.
Yeah. Don't forget to say your prayers and eat your vitamins before you put that shirt on. Just say. You may call baldness, by the way.
That's what all our tagline for our shirts should come with. Caution
Yes.
may cause baldness.
Because they're all bald.
You may also grow a beard.
All right, moving on. The next topic on the show was the follow-up to the Wyatt 6. This week, it's sent via VHS to a message sent to Pat McAfee, who was not there this week. They sent them a VHS. Michael Cole and the WWE production team tracked down a VHS and somehow in some way in 2024. Don't know how they did it. And they played an interview of Uncle Howdy interviewing Bo Dallas about the Wyatt Six and what's going on. Jemal, what were your thoughts of this interview, this one-on-one Jim Ross interview with Bo Dallas?
On one hand, you have the continuing legacy of Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, and it's wonderful to see what they might come up with. But on the other hand, like, can we just stop like digging into the other people's legacies and like stop with this money grab and shit? Like it's almost a money grab at that point. You know what I mean? And then especially like when Uncle Howdy asked Bo, how did you feel when your brother died? I'm like, God damn, what the hell?
That question came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, he Barbara Walters on this shit.
What we doing? What we doing here?
Man, I don't know who the equivalent of Barbara Walters is in England. It might be still Barbara Walters.
Nah,
But,
everyone loves Rain.
oh, but when he asked him how you feel Bo died, I mean when Bray died or your brother died, I went, oh shit, this is getting real. This is a real interview. Manny, what say you about this interview? I know you have a lot of exciting comments.
I don't care anything about it. It should have ended with that Bray Wyatt documentary they put on Peacock several months ago. It should have ended, and I don't have to hear or do anything with this because he is bastardizing this legacy. And you know for a fact, all WWE do with this story is do chapter 1 well. The rest is awful. It is awful, awful, awful. They might as well just put a preview and just never let us know what's gonna go on with it ever again, and just let the anticipation of what could have happened be better. I don't need this. I don't need this at all.
Manny's the only one requesting the trailer for the Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, a trailer that never happens that leads to anything.
If you think about it, Manny is absolutely correct because, like, look at the buildup of all the promo codes and, like, you had to do the scanning and stuff like that. Before they even debuted, everybody was like, oh, when they coming. So, like, the anticipation is better than the actual, like, result. And I'm not saying that the result was bad, but as Manny also said, WWE has a tendency to open up a story and then it becomes like a good thing in the beginning, but then they drag it, and once they drag it, then it's over. Like you don't even want to deal with it.
You're forgetting the other thing. They're all lower mid carders. I ain't give a fuck about any of them in this Wyatt Six. Even if they dare to add Alexa Bliss into this, I will still dissociate her and separate her from those people. It'd be Alexa Bliss and those people.
Alexa Bliss and the Pimps. Oh.
So playing devil's advocate though, like this could help boost all of their careers if it's done well. If this is done well, then it could literally boost their careers to a higher place than it's been. I mean, we know Joe Gacy's been losing in NXT every feud that he's ever been. He lost to Schism. He's got the Rock's knees giving him orders on freaking NXT and stuff like that. Then you got Dexter Lumis, who's been abandoned by freaking everybody that he's been a part of and everything like that. You got Nikki, who also, again, been abandoned. She's won this, the Dana Brooke title, or the R-Truth title. She wins the R-Truth title, throws it away and stuff like that. Nobody gives a fuck about her after that. Like, she's just out there walking, staring into space, nobody knowing what the hell her direction is going to be. So, like, this could be an opportunity for all of them to be somebody now. Be somebody.
Let me jump here and say, Jemal, I appreciate you stepping in as the devil's advocate, but you don't have to. The devil will represent himself in this trial.
You ain't no devil. They love you on this channel. I'm the one that gets hate comments on here.
I don't get people love the devil until the devil stabs them in the back, and you know it, Manny. They don't even realize they dealing with him. They don't even realize they dealing with him. I am the devil, and I will be the devil in this scenario and say, I'm enjoying the hell out this shit, and I think it's going to work. I believe. I not only believe, I believe that it's going to work. No, Manny, you had your time. Let me go on my rant. I think this is going to work for the simple fact, every single time, even when Nikki Cross came out there and they played one piano note, the crowd goes crazy. They don't care if it doesn't have a finish. I think people are too emotionally invested in not only Bray Wyatt, but the legacy of the Fireflies Funhouse. Yes, they have a chance to burn it out and ruin whatever they're going to do. But I thought Bo was sincere, believable in this interview. It was a way to say, to make the character believable of why he's doing it. He has motive. And you know what? You may say they are mid-carders, but like Jemal said, this can elevate them. Bo Dallas was a really good NXT champion. Vince McMahon saw nothing in him, made him a joke of a character and whatnot. He was kind of a joke of character in NXT too, but he was a full joke. But with Axel, he made it work. I think this is actually going to work. I believe in this one. And I didn't, I know how they fall. I know how these Bray Wyatt stories. They go, oh, this is great. And then you go like, ooh, what happened here? They're having a lights out match. I don't think we're going to get that. I think it's going to be a better controlled set of ideas. I think Bo is going to pull this off. Yes, Lord Manny.
I call bullshit.
Go ahead and call it. Go ahead and call it. Because
No, let me finish.
Oh, I thought you were finished. I thought bullshit was the end.
No, because I'm coming receipts. I believe you were saying the exact same bullshit when the second run of the Bray Wyatt came walking through that bullshit door all over again. You were the only one that were like, oh, give it time. How many months did we give it? We gave it like 3-4 months till that bullshit lights out match. And when did you change? You only turned at that point. Me and Eric had stopped giving a fuck after 3 weeks.
But just you and Eric, I think
and history has proven both of us to be correct.
Well, Your Honor, can I represent Exhibit A? I don't have footage, and they would not allow us to show footage. But if I were to put every time Bray Wyatt and all this spooky shit come up, the crowd react harder to that to basically anything on the show. It's just one piano note, and that crowd goes crazy for no reason. They don't even care. They don't care where it goes. They love it. We love it. We love this shit. Yeah, we may not go to the lights out match. We may actually do some significant stuff this time. I'm saying because I'm invested. I put money into the stock of the Wyatt 6 right now. I think we're going to be great.
What?
And I don't care if this comes back
to was on TV. The last time Bo Dallas was on TV, he missed LA Knight. Remember that? And I will never forget that. And I will never forget that. And he will always be that.
He completely missed, bro.
You don't know that.
I drunk all those pitch blacks for no reason. It was at that night that I stopped drinking pitch black Mountain Dew.
You shouldn't be drinking Mountain Dew. It's going to kill you. Mountain Dew is horrible. I hate Mountain Dew. I don't care if it is a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. I just hate it. But I believe. Now, guys, is there anything else from Raw that you would like to cover? Because, you could cover Karrion Kross and the New Day and their shit. Because Karrion Kross has beaten 7 world champions, apparently. Like he said he was going to do. Which I never heard him say.
When is Woods going to get his turn? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. When's Woods going to get his motherfucking turn? That's
are you guys for Woods turning on Kofi to try to go after singles gold? I think he should.
He needs a singles title. He has to get a singles title at some point. It's getting ridiculous that he hasn't had one. And he's been in the company for how long?
What say you? It's a decade or more.
The only dude in the whole group that has a freaking doctorate's degree and he's out here freaking being peon. No. Get that man. I don't think
he's got a doctorate's degree anymore.
He's got it.
No, they took it away. It
wasn't a real school.
It wasn't a real school. They took it away.
Well,
he was going up, and then it went down.
Redacted. He doesn't deserve shit. You're phony. Yeah. You're doing Diddy shit. Shit. Getting fake degrees. No, we ain't doing that.
Y'all killing me with this shit. That's how Manny sounds when he hears about it. I see me playing. You're not doing anything to the wrestler. This is a retribution. Yeah, you know what? This is still giving him a chance.
Yeah, I told you. I'm giving him a month. You got 1 month.
You know what? Honestly, the House of Black As Jemal said maybe 2 years ago on this channel, what are they gonna do something? And yet they have had gold, but yet they haven't did shit.
They
I think
haven't done a goddamn thing. They still not doing
Malachi
a
Black has
damn
had
thing.
2 matches since you said that.
They broke Edge's leg. That's what they did.
No, Edge broke
His own
Edge.
leg.
Edge broke Edge.
They broke Adam Copeland's leg. Damn it.
Adam Copeland was like, "Don't push me too close to the edge. I might lose my leg."
Perfect plank that. Now he's got to do the perfect plank with his one leg. Doing perfect planks.
Also, on Raw, we had Chad Gable investing the Money in the Bank. I say we all agree with that's a good decision, even though he did die last week. The man came back from death in 1 week. That has to be tough. That's tough. That's Olympic tough.
So tiny, like a little plaster here.
Yes. Don't look at me. Don't
I
look at me.
don't want cameras. No cameras. Damn it. No cameras.
But we do see that. I believe Maxine Dupree is going to help him win the Money in the Bank match after she lingered on and was like, "Hey."
No, I think that was the signs that the Creeds are going to be lining up with.
That's also true.
Yeah, with Chad instead of them lot.
But I can see Maxine joining up to be Ivy's partner because they had that partnership as well.
But does Ivy agree with this, or she's gonna go side with the Alpha Academy? Because they don't need Ivy Nile. They don't need Ivy
side
Nile.
with the Creeds because they were like all 3 of them asked if he was okay.
Yeah.
So here's my
I
thing.
need help. That's not a segment. I need help. God damn it.
The Creed brothers don't need Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile needs the Creed brothers. All right.
Yeah.
If
All right.
Gable decides to pull the trigger on the Creeds, then it should be Gable and the Creeds on some Team Angle shit, and leave Ivy Nile to the wayside.
All right, Jemal, your chance at reading the promo code, or doing the ad. Here we go.
Wait, I'm removing it because I did it without reading it.
Well, I couldn't tell you because I don't know the
Just
site.
do your best guess. Just do your best guess. Just do your best guess. Say whatever. All you gotta do is say buy merchandise. That's the only point of the ad. Just tell people to buy merchandise.
Look, the Sharpshooters have new merch available on the website that is given to us in the link down in the description below.
No, you gonna try and say the link. What is this?
Gotta try to say. You gotta go with it because it's hard.
Take 2.
I don't think I can say it. I don't even think I can say it.
Well, I'm saying though, like I don't know the like I wasn't given an opportunity to even know the script, so I don't know it. I'm sorry.
You were given.
I do know that if you do use the promo code in all caps, stay sharp, you'll save 10% on a discount on getting the stuff. But other than that, that's all I got for you.
Damn.
Buy our merch, damn it. And the link below.
At the Sharpshooters / why is the phone ringing? Link Elsinore. Link Elsinore.
Ever.
The Sharpshooters creators slobby slash.
You know what? This one was worse than the one on the actual video. The first time we did this on video, this one was worse than that.
I know. But you know what? People at home, see if you can do it. So my next question about this is that we talked about Damian Priest and his weak ass title run. But we've had 4 or 5, if you want to include the IWGP title in there. I would like us to rank your champions right now. And Jemal, I will start with you with the 5 major titles of the NXT, SmackDown, Raw, IWGP, and AEW title. How are you ranking them, and why are they in said position?
Okay, so number 5 is gonna go to I'm just gonna say Trick Williams, NXT. He hasn't done enough yet. Like he's still trying to build that stride and being the champ. And I mean, like he's defended it, but like, you know, these are not like barn burner matches, or these are not matches people are talking about on a frequent, like, you know, back when people was NXT champion, people were talking about their championship matches, and you know, when they defended or they lost or so, it was a big deal. I think whoever beats Trick Williams is going to be a bigger deal than he ever was. When Trick won the NXT championship to begin with, it was a big deal for the night, and that was it. Everything else is just subsidiary at this point. So he's just like a champion that's in a mid-card status type stuff. He might as well be the European champion at that point. Like, what the
Jesus.
heck?
D'Lo Brown's the greatest European champion of all time, and he deserves his respect. Messing with the real Number 4.
Number 4 is got to go for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately, I'll have to say that because I like New Japan Pro Wrestling. I do like that Jon Moxley is a champion, but the problem is like he's just beating all these newbies. He's not beating established guys, at all. I mean, like, aside from beating Naito for the belt at a random in America, I need to see him do that shit in Japan. If you're not doing it in Cerulean Brew, then what's the point? And then the problem is too, like, with how Japan is structured right now, Tanahashi, who is the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling and shit like that, is trying to get, Japan guys to have that belt and then have the American belts here in America and stuff like that. But, it doesn't mean anything. He could be on AEW television all he wants, waving the IWGP Heavyweight Championship around like it's an important belt, which it is, but it means nothing to the American audience. It means nothing. So it means more than freaking Trick Williams, but like, that's
Number 3.
Number 3. This is what SmackDown, Raw. Who's the other belt?
Yeah.
AEW. It's a.
I believe I have to go third if you forgot the title.
Damian Priest. Damian Priest is the next one on this list. He hasn't done nothing. All his wins have been he's been a full champion. He's a transitional champion, just like Drew McIntyre said. He's been very transitional. I mean, like, as a dude from the Bronx, New York, looking at fellow Puerto Rican do what he does, it's great, but it means nothing if you don't back it up by yourself type shit. He hasn't defended it once by himself. He barely beat Jey Uso. He barely beat Drew McIntyre. So I'm waiting for him to lose at this point.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 is going to Swerve. And Swerve's biggest problem is that he has no rivalries, right? There's nobody that's been like in a rivalry with him for that belt. I mean, like, you could say Christian Cage, like, long-term booking type stuff, like, whatever. Unless he has a significant rivalry, he can produce the matches. He just, he needs a significant rivalry to go with it. And then number 1 is Cody Rhodes. And the only reason why Cody Rhodes is number 1 is because of the person that he beat for the title to begin with. And the momentum is riding off of the person that he beat, not the title itself.
Okay. Then that is Jemal's top ranking of the major world titles in all the brands right now. Manny, what say you?
I'm going to say number 5, Jon Moxley. You can't
the man you made me for. Hold on, we were going top 4. You forced me to put 5 on there. He said the IWGP just so he can be 5? A lot of respect.
No, he's number 5. I'll tell you why. 1, I don't watch New Japan, but you can't have someone wave your title around on another promotion and make me feel like it's a big deal when you're fighting scrubs. He's actually fighting scrubs. He's not fighting anyone of relevance for that title when it is on AEW TV. He's fighting scrubs. And even when he held, even if he was holding the US title, the New Japan US title, he was still fighting old Japanese men on AEW TV when he had that. So none of that matters. So I feel like he's number 5. I would put Swerve at number 4 because of the way he's being booked and the way how I criticize Damian Priest and say I want him to lose that title. But at least when he's in matches, you still know he's got a chance of holding that title. The fact that we've been saying he's either going to lose to Will Ospreay at All In or he's losing to Will Ospreay whenever because it seems like it's gauging that way in the first place, you just go, okay, well, he's dropping the title to thing, and that's it. Because anyone else he's coming across, it's just like, I don't want to watch it. You haven't built it enough. And then the way they position him on the TV show just shows how unimportant that title is in comparison to everything else that's going on. Which is tough for the next thing because I feel like both of these two are in the exact same position as Swerve. where you could say Trick and Damian Priest are also tied in that position with Swerve, because I think they're in the same mindset where Damian Priest is the champion, but he doesn't look like or feel like the champion. The way Gunther walked out on Raw, he was like, "I'll beat you both. Doesn't matter. Fuck you." And then when you look at Seth, you've got all that lineage with Seth, and you go, "Yeah, Damian is down here." And the way Drew buried him in verbal leading up to Clash at the Castle, I was like, you can't do that to this man.
Original champion.
Yeah, you just feel like it's a transitional, and then like it's Trick doing the exact same stuff, and it's like you're not ready yet for anything. So like, I would tie them all for 4th, and then just leaving Cody at 1.
What a hard selection.
At least they treat Cody as a real champion, regardless of the booking and the matches he's had. At least they still present him as the champion.
Yeah, pure presenting when they said, what was that Clash at the Castle when they messed up the graphic? World Heavyweight Champion, Wrestler's name.
Talent. Insert talent name here. Women's champion, insert talent names here. The disrespect to Cody that day.
Disrespect.
All right. So at number 5, I'm going Damian Priest. I think absolutely. I know that seems harsh, but he's 5th for me for the simple fact every time I look at him, I look at everybody else in that roster, and I go, they should be the champion. They're the main focus of the show. Right now, he should be the main focus of his show. Liv Morgan has taken his spot already. When I think of somebody on the show, I think of Gunther next. I think of Braun Breaker. I think of Sami Zayn, who's the Intercontinental title. All these people feel like bigger deals than actual Priest. When Priest is out there, you can even hear it from the crowd reaction. Everybody go, you a fake-ass Fugazi champion right off the jump. They don't feel it. They don't believe it. Even when Seth Rollins was talking to him this week, he was like, I don't believe the words coming out of your mouth because you don't even believe the words coming out of your damn mouth. So Priest is at the number 5 spot, and you know what? He was higher before I watched Monday Night Raw this week, and then I watched it going like, you know what? You've lost the spot. You lost it. You lost leadership on the Judgment Day when he was trying to talk to Finn, and Finn gave him that. You ain't nobody. You ain't my daddy. That's when I was like, he lost all credibility. At number 4, I am going to go with Jon Moxley. Again, like you said, he existed, and of course, affirmative action. We had to have one white champion on here, and you say, hey, Cody's white. No, he's Cuban and black at this current moment in time in his existence. Oh,
do you know what the sad thing about that is? We call him Raheem, but we haven't given him a Cuban name.
No, not at all. No one cares about the Cuban side. Well, he's actually Cuban. I'm Cuban B. But I think that that's a half-baked wrestling reference. 30 years ago. Oh, I think that Jon Moxley should be one of the top guys in AEW. And to solidify Swerve's spot as a number 1 guy, they should have had him fight someone like a Jon Moxley and defeat someone like a Jon Moxley to give him credibility to the title instead of fighting latest mid-card, promoted mid-card, old man Christian. And Jon Moxley would have been opponent. Instead, Jon Moxley's on the side. He's fighting randos, and he's defending someone else's title or someone else's promotion. New Japan, you have lost the plot completely. There's Forbidden Door happening, and Forbidden Door means nothing because the main event of Forbidden Door is AEW guy versus AEW guy. That's what it is, and it should be a New Japan champion of some kind fighting for that belt and building it up, and that's why that title has lost complete value. At number 3, I shall choose Trick Williams. The one thing Trick has going for him is that the crowd loves him. And I know it's a small NXT crowd, but everybody loves saying, whoop that Trick. He brings good energy to the ring. When the bell rings, though, you pretty much get nothing. It's not much going on there. You get nothing going on. Like, if you were to give Trick presence, if you were to say presence of a champion, Trick has it. But does he have abilities of a champion? No. His in-ring is probably 3 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10.
I think his mic work is about 4 out of 10.
I'll give him a 6 on mic.
The
6.
boy is mid. The boy is
Yeah.
mid.
But you know what he know what his issue know what saves Trick from being like at the bottom for me? He's doing this
talk.
in a school. He's in a school. He's a child. This is not the major leagues. This is the minor leagues. This is being upset with a right fielder that's giving
It's an
errors
Ivy
in a
League
baseball
school,
game.
dog.
This is the.
But we say
I
this,
don't
yeah.
This is
care.
Oxford. This
We
is
say this.
Oxford.
This
This
is why
is
he's-
Harvard. You know?
We say this, but this is why he's my number 4. He's tied at number 4 for me. I look at Obafemi and he looks like the real NXT champion.
No man, the way that dude dressed, the way he was dressed this week, I was like, "That's my champion. That's my champion."
That's a real champion, man.
Yeah.
That's everything we wanted Apollo, Bobby Lashley to be.
I wanted Brock
Ahmed
Lesnar to wear
Johnson.
some outfits like this. I don't give a damn. That man looks like the champion. Oh, at number 2, I am going Swerve. It's not the best title run, but he is making the best of what he can do with Tony Khan's whack ass booking. There's nothing Swerve technically as a person is doing wrong. Maybe he can improve on his mic skills a little bit, but the fact that Tony Khan has favored Will Ospreay and everybody else over him and MJF, the returning MJF and all that stuff, it's not Swerve's fault that his booker is bad. It's like he had momentum months ago if he would have won the title. They gave him to when he got beat Joe. He should have won it months before that after the Hangman feud. And then they decided to do his Tony Khan EVP storyline that kind of just overshadowed him and whatnot. It's not any of Swerve's fault. It's more Tony Khan's fault than his fault. So I'm still giving him the facto too. It's not his fault. I'm saying. And maybe I'm a Swerve apologist, but it's not his fault that they're throwing deadbeats at him. And number 1 is Cody Rhodes. He has the number 1 title. And his matches with AJ has been fine and stuff. He, like you said, booked as a champion, booked as the main guy, the focal point of the show. He's out there making saves. And now that he's a part of this Bloodline feud, which is really the main focal point of SmackDown, I think Cody Rhodes is the de facto champion. And soon to be Solo Sikoa's title, by the way. Because he's come for it all.
If Solo Sikoa ends up the champion, I'm done with wrestling.
He's coming for it all, Manny.
You think if Solo becomes the champion, is he going to be a better champion than Jinder Mahal?
Well, as I state right now, I would say this right now, and this may be a hot take. Jinder Mahal was better than any champion I listed right now. His run was better than all 5 people we listed right now. That may be a hot take. And that may be overstepping.
I think Cody is the only one that gets over Jinder when it pertains to that.
I'm gonna say I was invested in Jinder's title defenses because I was always assuming he was gonna lose. But the modern day Maharaja would always prevail for those 6 months.
Look who he beat though.
I don't remember.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, okay, I remember that one. That's really it. I can't think of. It was 6 months.
He
I don't know what he
took the
did.
title off Randy.
He initially
He took the
beat
title off Randy and lost to AJ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost to
Those
AJ.
are the only 2 matches I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of his other feuds. I think he may have feuded with Sheamus, maybe, or Drew. I don't
He had a
know.
Punjabi prison match against Randy Orton, and the Great Khali came out and held the belt upside down once again.
So much a better run. Yeah, much better run. Yes. I'm telling you, it's a better run. It's a better run. It's a better run.
I told you, see, all the stupid shit I remember. You can have your 5-star matches, but you give me a Punjabi prison match, I'm there for it, and I'll remember it forever.
I'll take a kettlebell match over the
kettle match.
Put those dogs, put the dogs around the ring. Do it right this time.
I just about remember Okada versus Will Ospreay, and Okada versus Kenny Omega. I remember the Kennel from Hell match. I remember the Punjabi prison matches, all the bullshit Inferno matches.
I'll tell you this: every blindfold match I have remembered verbatim. Every blindfold match I've ever seen. Every high spot, cursing out the referee, swinging it to nothing, fighting your opponent, hitting the wrong person, peeking. I remember those verbatim. Oh.
Remember that god awful Hell in a Cell match, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. Rest in peace, Bray. The stupid hammer.
I'm gonna say
match.
it's a terrible finish. It was a solid match. Had a terrible finish. Terrible finish. No
That
one
red
remembers
light did
anything else.
not need to be on.
No, the red light was horrible. Damn it, Vince. The red.
The
I'm glad
red-
we're out the red Hell in the Cell cage
The
era.
red cage, and red's my favorite color. But damn, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It's covered in all the blood. I like the description of it. It's covered in all the blood of its victims. Like that's cool,
Oh,
but I don't think I need it to be red. It can be gray, and I
wasn't-
can still see that blood.
If there were splotches of blood, then yeah, I could see that. But no, there was no splotch. It was
No,
just
no.
red like district red.
Red like a crate, like at a retail store. Red.
Red Target red. It was Target red, dog.
Target presents Hell in the Cell. Oh, but that concludes the show. I had a bonus question, but we were late for time. We have 45 seconds. Maybe
No,
I'll
what
save
was
it for
the bonus
Saturday show.
question? Ask your question, sir.
The question is, it's inevitable when Hikuleo or Zilla Fatu show up in the bloodline. Do you want the Tuggers to turn on Solo?
Yes.
Yes,
And then
absolutely,
Solo
yes.
has to go begging Roman for help.
Begging Roman to come back, and then I don't know. But like,
I
yes,
had a lot of bloodline
they
questions.
got-
I had a lot of bloodline questions. And also, would you involve the passing, while Samoa Sika happened this week? Do you have Solo being disrespectful to Sika this week and say something?
No.
He's not going to be disrespectful to his uncle. That's fucking. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. You want
Don't
to
do that,
trigger
dude.
Roman, his father, who was never going to come back.
Just like him, he will never come back. Just like his
No, I
dad.
really hope Roman does
You have to be really
surprise
disrespectful.
come back this week because it is in MSG. So like, you have to have something special happen in the garden.
Do I want to buy tickets? Do I want to be there?
It's Jamal. I'm going to say this.
It's rent week.
I know I do not live in New York City, and I do not have the opportunities you have to go see wrestling at the Garden. But if you have a chance
I
to see
just
the
came from
WWE
the-
at Madison Square Garden,
I just
you
came
have
from
to
a
go. That's my
SmackDown.
mentality. I would have to go do it.
I just
know.
came from the SmackDown at the
know.
Barclays Center, and I just did an MSG show on Christmas. It was like it's a lot of money.
I
That's a
know.
lot of
I
bread.
understand. But
I
price
have
was no
rent to
object.
pay.
Yeah,
I
and
know
you
that's
know,
one of my goals.
he's about to go waste money at the new at the new website.
Oh, at the new website, the sharpshooters creators slash
Wrong.
no store.com. The sharpshooters dot creators
The
slash-
sharpshooters.creator-spring.com.
It's a hyphen?
There's a hyphen there.
Oh, there's slash.
But-
There's slash.
We keep saying
Oh,
slash.
stupid.
Check.
I know what I mean. I mean hyphen. The
Check
sharpshooters
the
hyphen
description down below.
The sharpshooters creators hyphen store.com. And you can buy all the unique merchandise. You get the ambiguous Manny shirt. You get the all different colors. Sharpshooters, Untitled Manny and Market Show. There's mugs and beanies and Hogan. Even the Hulk Hogan, or as I call it, the crashing down or the racially inciting shirt. You can get it all on this channel. Just click the description below and give us the money we deserve, okay? There will be more merch coming out, limited edition shirts, such as the BBC shirt in limited edition, and a Snowman Club shirt in limited edition as well. Parental discretion is strongly advised, and it may cause baldness for any purchase of the Sharpshooters merchandise.
Use the promo code Stay Sharp in all caps for the 10%, please.
For the
You
next
can save money that way.
How did I have the worst one? I feel like I had the worst one. Very insecure about this now. I feel like Damian Priest is champion. Very insecure about this title reign. I don't even know what my position is anymore. Liv Morgan can just come in and swoop and take everything away from me.
Outlaw. Yeah, a sit down for the outlaw.
Does anybody have anything else to add? Because that's it for me for the show after that poor ad read. Manny, you have anything?
No.
Okay. Join us tomorrow for the Untitled Manny and Market Show, where we will talk about AEW Dynamite. And also, will they bounce back from the horrific rating last week that they blamed on black people?
Yo, they
Will
actually
bounce
have a good
back?
card. They have a good card tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, but
We'll see.
it's Big Bang Theory on tonight. That's the real question.
Oh, that's the real question. That's the real question.
If it is, then they're cooked.
Next thing you know, they're gonna blame the preview to the NBA draft was happening. So we can't. I don't know what excuse. I think they're gonna have a
NBA
good
draft is
bounce back
tonight.
show.
NBA draft is tonight.
Is
I'm
it
gonna watch
today?
the
I
draft.
thought it was tomorrow. No, it's tomorrow, right?
No, it's tomorrow
Thursday.
night. My fault. I'm thinking it's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
it's tomorrow. Impact is gonna have that NBA draft complaint.
No one watches Impact.
SmackDown,
Hey,
I think, has to debate.
all
the
you have to do
presidential
is say
debate to
his
go
name.
against.
And he'll appear. Gotta believe in Joe Henry.
Yeah, he ain't bringing it up.
Joe Henry.
You mean future NXT superstar Joe Henry?
Future NXT superstar Joe Henry.
They should just call Impact Future NXT Superstar the show.
They should call it
Nah, not all of them.
They should start calling it.
FCW. Well, Impact needs a home. Oh. Well, also you can find Jemal on multiple platforms for his app. You can find him on SoundCloud, you can find him on Spotify, and where you get your podcast. It's the Mid-Card Mess Podcast for Jamal's Mid-Card Mess Podcast. I'm sure he's going to have topics on whatever the random weeks are happening in wrestling and some of your classic stuff of Greatest Royal Rumbles, G1 Classics, New Japan Cups, how many times John Moxley has wrestled, random guys, ECE's losing streak. And there's also a tournament of who can this is G1, and I'm hoping it's Ishii. I don't know how it actually ended, but it's currently going on.
I'm not looking forward to the G1 this year, and that's hard for me to say. I want to see what Noah. I'm more interested to see what Pro Wrestling Noah is doing because of their WWE ties right now. So,
Damn. Not only the New Japan,
they're champion. Look at their champion. John Moxley is in AEW. AEW superstar is their champion. Why?
So what you're saying is Tony Khan has the ability, in his current state of booking, has killed maybe 3 promotions. He's killed Ring of Honor. He can kill New Japan by taking all their title. And then the booking of AEW itself, he's going for the trifecta. He's going for the Triple Crown.
What are we doing here? Marcus said he wanted to do a 30-minute show. Now we're just stalling to go to an hour.
You're right. That concludes the show. Check us out for Thursday, Saturday. We're going to have recaps of everything going on this week. We will see you guys Thursday, tomorrow, live in front of a studio audience. There ain't going to be no audience there. There ain't going to be nobody there. Not even in the Lumber Chat. But we'll see you guys later.
Anyone but